The Persian Gulf is extremely blank. All right, so the Persian Gulf is extremely hostile. States that border the Persian Gulf, they're extremely unstable. They're in constant security dilemma, constant warfare, constant civil war, revolutions, coups, appeasements that never get, you know, acknowledged, or false peace treaties. All right, so the Persian Gulf is extremely hostile. It's quite explosive there, we can say, right? So the Persian Gulf is just a mass of water, all right? It's a mass of water between Arabic states and Iran. All right. Now here we're going to explain to you exactly why, what, why, and what is, or what are the issues of these Arabic states that border along the Persian Gulf, right? So we already talked about Palestine, um, Palestine's and Israel. Okay, so we have that going on there. Egypt. We're going to discuss to you how Iraq and Afghanistan and how they have problems with Iran, how Iran kind of influences these um, refugees, or these you know terrorist organizations and things like that. All right, and so any United States politician can tell you at the moment, right, that what's going on in the Middle East, it's not. Would say it's not like a. It's not so much of a war for natural resources. It's more like a psychological political war. Okay, uh, we need a functional economy, right? We need to settle everyone down, okay, and we need to have some form of organization, right? Stop the hostility over land, acknowledge, we'll say acknowledge one's existence, right? And how we can come together as one, right? um, to build a stronger nation, right? There's education involved. There's also religious factors such as, no, I'm the true Muslim. You guys are not the Muslims. We are the traditional Muslims before you modern Muslims came over and implemented your beliefs on us, or the power of Islam, um, so forth and so on. On top of that, you do have corruption, and then on top of that, you do have, um, we'll say, influences from third parties. Okay, bigger states that try to manipulate the minor states. You also have minor states attempting to maintain their sovereignty by doing business, and then neighboring countries are like, "Hey, look, listen, you're taking from the same water that we're taking from." Not water exactly. We're talking about petroleum, right? So when Saudi Arabia goes ahead and pumps out more than their share, they're like, it kind of upsets Iran. It upsets all these neighboring countries, and they're like, no, you know what? You're pumping out a lot of the oil, and it's coming, like, from the same pot that we're living in. So there's a lot of factors that are kind of playing a role into this bigger picture. All right. As we progress through this through these lectures, right? I'll piece together everything by maybe we'll say 8:30, 8:34, 8:33, where we're discussing what exactly is the problem in the Persian Gulf, right? Once again, I already gave you the answer. The answer is basically it's psychological, right? You have to educate, or you have to have the majority of your civilians educated enough to obey the law, right? You have to have elites who understand that at times we need to bend the law, or we need to make modernizations and or change the law, or even eliminate the law, right, for a better future, for a more less hostile future, for even for peace, ultimate peace, right? Um, so this will all get covered, right now. Now we're going to discuss a little bit about the Persian Gulf and why it's so hostile.